Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Noor, and today we're going to talk about my project and a statistical and probability lesson. And our project will we name like to be a statistical analysis of math scores from students' performance. Our project, the goals was to analyze these variables using basic statistical techniques and including descriptive statistics and data visualizations and confidence interval estimation, and will be all analysis were performed using the Python language. To talk about our goals will be like that: calculate descriptive statistical like mean and median and standard deviation and like that. To be more clearly to description hours of data. So I have already uploaded my data sheet from this week, and our data sheet will talk about math scores for 1,000 students. So in my data sheet I have 1,000 scores, and at the same time 8 columns, and from there I select one course exams from there, and after we run my code in Python language, we're gonna have these values, which is descriptions about mean and median and variance and standard deviations we can see here. And to be more clearly, let's talk about part 5, that is talking about data visualization. We have here 2 parts that is talking about. In the first part, about the chart, that is explanation histogram of math scores, and we realize that most of the scores fall between 55 and 77. That means to us the highest concentration near the mean 66, and we have in the part 2 pixel plot photo or graph that is between the median score is 66 and IQR is between 57 to 77. We can see here in the photo, and this was 6 that is talking about confidence interval. We have here already calculated the confidence percently 95 from my code Python, and we calculated the interval for mean between 65 and 67, and in the part 2 we calculated the confidence for percently 95 to variance, and we realized that is interval is between 211 and 251, which means to us the interval helps us to understand the accuracy of our estimated and are be said on the t distribution of the mean and the chi-square part. That talking about estimate the sample size, we have here already calculated that for percently 90 confidence, and from my Python code, but we can here use this formula to use to calculate it, and we have already here used the sample standard deviation to calculate it. We can see here I put it. So when we calculate that from the code, the minimum sample size required approximately 62.270, which highlight us the trade-off between accuracy and the practical part. That is, we have 2 parts here: for null hypothesis that is equal to 70 and alternative hypothesis that is not equal to 70. And when we calculate that from the code, we can see the statistical is 8.16, and we have already here, as we know, use the absolute value, and for p-value is smaller than 0.00, like to a small very small number, which mean to us is the performance of students in the mathematical. That is doesn't my code shortly. So I have already used Google Colab to be more easy, like there the libraries what I want is already uploaded, like pants or numpy or scabby. We just must upload our library what we want, and I have here already named my library to be Defi, and from there, as we see before, I just select math scores column from there, and here we just create the loops, and here we just print ours values that is talking about mean or variance or standard deviation or like that. And to be more clearly, in diagram we just take explanation hours values in histogram of math scores and in box plot, and in the after part we just calculate the confidence in 2 parts, in variance and in mean, and in mean, and in the after part we just sample size estimates to be more clearly, and here, as we know, we just print it, and in the last part we just calculate our hypothesis test with mean and standard deviations values, and to be more clearly, here we just print our values, and we can see here the diagram is already printed. We're on the code to be histogram of math scores. It's between 55 and 70 and 77, and box plot to be as we can see it's between between 57 and 77, and we had confidence interval, mean and variance, and sample size estimates, and hypothesis testing. And now let's go to conclusion our projects. That is our projects, as we said before. We analyzed the students' math scores using basic statistical. The average scores was about 66 with moderate variation, and the charts showed a nearly normal distribution with some outliers. And we have already calculated the confidence in two parts. That is talking about confidence in the mean or variance, and we have already testing in the hypothesis testing in two parts. That is talking about no hypothesis, and at the same time talk about alternative hypothesis that is not equal to 70. And to be more useful for us, here I will share with you my references was from Kaggle datasheet, as we say before, students' performance in math exams, and Python libraries we can see here, and the statistical resources. And in the last, I want to thank you for watching and review my video, and especially I want to thanks my Dr. Sultan Zaybek. Thank you for this useful project and this useful springtime, and I hope you have a good day.